Well, there are many ingredients to value a house. A lot of buyers put great store by the pound per square foot ratio, and in fact that's only really one ingredient by which we assess the value of a house. Which way does it face? Does it have a garden? Doesn't it? Does it have a terrace? What is the condition of the house? Is it leasehold? Is it freehold? Is it a good street, a bad street? The feel of the place. So there are many ingredients by which you value something, and it takes probably years of experience to get that right.
Instinct. So when you walk into a house, the most powerful thing is the first impression. Even when you're buying a house, you will buy a house in the first 30 seconds. You'd spend an hour in a shirt shop. You know, should I have the blue, or should I get the blue stripe, or should the Oxford cloth, or maybe I'll get all three, or you know. But when it comes to a property, it's very much an instinctive thing, and it's the same goes with valuation. Too many brokers, I hate that word brokers, but too many agents these days, you know, the first thing you want to know is what the square footage is. You know, how many square feet is it? You know, can't possibly give you a figure until I know how big it is. Well, yeah, maybe. But a really good agent who's been around for a long time, the square footage comes later. And so what normally happens is you come to your initial idea of the value of the house in a very short period of time, and then your client might even ask you whilst you're there, say, you know, I think I know what it's worth, but if I may, I'll come back to you. And then you go back to your office or whatever, and you do all sorts of research, and you end up back at the same figure that you had when you walked through the door, 9 times out of 10, regardless of anything else.
First of all, you've got to know in-depth information about comparable properties that have sold recently. That's really key. You've got to also understand the supply and demand of the area, and perhaps more importantly, you've got to know your local area, really street by street, house by house. You've got to have a really in-depth knowledge of the area you're working in, and an agent that doesn't have those things isn't going to be able to advise you properly.
So many different variables. Fundamentally, where it is, location, number one, period of property, arrangement of property, the quality of when it was last refurbished, so the quality of the condition, and outside space and how that balance, all those sort of attributes mingle will dictate the value.